Hello and welcome back everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black and this is Orion Prelude. No longer Dino Horde. The game has evolved once again into, I believe now its third or fourth incarnation. I believe third. And the biggest note for those of you that may have been interested in the previous videos that I released of this game in its previous iteration is the fact that Prelude is no longer the $15 or $20 release that it once was. The $1 sales that this game continually enjoyed off and on throughout its early access period are now essentially permanent. The game is 99 cents on Steam, and that is not a markdown price. That's just what it's going to cost. And the other cool back-end part of that is that those of us who bought it early on, even at the marked down price of $1 during the sales, get to enjoy within the, store here, about $20 worth of the spiral coins, the paid currency within game, as though we had bought the full version of the game. And they could have easily coded it so that we would only get like $1's worth, because that's right here. And yet they didn't. We actually get the full $20 worth. That is very generous of the developers of this game. And also something that speaks to me of their appreciation of their customers. Now, on to the changes. I don't know that a great deal has really changed now, given that I've not played any of the new content except for having checked out the dev notes and poked around a little bit in the menu last night to, for one, check if the new build was stable enough to actually boot, and it is, obviously. And to also note that the art style has very visibly changed. As you can see, this is no longer the default look of the human soldiers. Now, I do want to point out that this game does have a weird bit of consolitis going on, a case of which I've rarely seen before when it comes to games that, as I understand it, are largely PC titles. If this game has a strong console, I believe, looks like a Microsoft platform, gaming community, do let me know. I was completely unaware of that, but as you can see, even within the menu, there are things like press X for purchase, press B for back, left and right trigger to rotate your character model. You can of course click on all of these, so it's not really a functional case of consolitis, just a very visible one. Like a rash that doesn't itch, but is rather unsightly. Now then, as for the store here, while I'm already here, I have not yet decided on exactly how I'm going to spend my roughly $20 worth of cosmetic itemry, but I remind you once again that the paid currency for this game will only afford one cosmetic items and will not affect game balance at all, seeing as this game possesses both PvE and PvP elements, so if there were any actual gameplay balance issues, those would be rather dramatic, and yet they are not here. So for now, I'm just kind of having a look at some of these new things. I like that, the Beta Steve Raptor helmet. I rather like that. And then there's the King's Knight. Now then, let's go back. Let's press B for back and check the loadout. Now then, unfortunately, to my great dismay, the Black Legion armor colors are no longer quite as, I guess, universal would be the term. Like, they don't cover as much of the new armors as the old colors did, and I'm not entirely fond of it. But I really like the look of the support armor now. Recon as well looks really cool. At least Recon gets to look cool in Black Legion colors. She gets to rock those pretty hard. And as for dinos, I don't believe there are any new ones added into the game, and it looks as though most of their models have remained consistent. However, some of these do look a bit crisper. I think the Rhamphorhynchus here is enjoying a new texture, which certainly looks brighter than what came before. The pterodactyl as well looks a bit darker than I recall. I could be mistaken there, but knee-jerk reaction tells me that some of these are enjoying some updated textures. So, enough of that. Let's return to the main menu and play a game, shall we? Let's see if we can find a game. Now that this game is $1 on Steam and will continue to retail as such, I really hope that the game enjoys a consistently expanding player community from here on out, because it's been woefully small lately. Yes, alright, very good. It looks as though there are many more players than there were just a couple of weeks ago, and this is only a couple of days, I think, into the game's release, into this new version. That is very good to see. Now then, how's about we find Something that sounds interesting. Prehistoric Conquest. I know that is one of the open world game modes. XP server, 650%. Prehistoric, 2 of 5 players. And I've got a ping of lobby. What does ping lobby mean? I don't know. Whatever, let's connect to it and find out exactly what's going on with this. World Tundra, Conquest, difficulty prehistoric. I think that means it's really high difficulty. Dino health 50%, dino damage 200%. Oh great, we're basically playing on hardcore mode. Okie dokie then. Credit drop 400, small dinos 500%, large dinos 500%. Vehicles are enabled. I think I'm about to just dive right into hell, aren't I? Okay then, let's go for assault so that I can jetpack my way to safety. Ah yes, bring on those bagpipes. I love the background music in this game. Now, let's have a look at our art style a little more, shall we? I see no dinos about. I do believe this may be a different pistol than before. And once again, odd sound. I can barely hear my firearms. And someone is telling me to kill myself. We can kill ourselves to where we have to cap A instead. Oh. Oh. Because the power generator is 2,000 meters that way. And something big just died. Either that or a player. Okay then. Well, I'm not sure. Okay then. Yeah, let's just... I need backup. Ow, I'm still alive. I don't even know what's going on right now. Got 4 lives remaining. So, if I die, will I respawn where my teammate seems to think we should respawn? We are all the dead. And, oh, I see. Next map in 0 seconds. Alright then, maybe that means that this next one will actually allow us to do things and not die. Oh goody, it's not Arctic. I was hoping for something a little more colorful. Alright, now then. Assault. Bagpipes. I remember this map. I don't know if I actually released the episode in which I recorded a bit on this map before, as it got really just long and rather uninteresting. But I do remember this. And those are not bagpipes. It is some manner of violin. It sounds very nice. I'm not sure whether or not that is a new background track, as I didn't play enough of this game to really memorize all of its music tracks, but I like it all the same. Can we go somewhere? Can we go somewhere? Maybe. Possibly. There we go. Let's let this guy hop in. We can't. There's no room. Alright, see whatever. Ow! Really? Really? Okay, dude. Can someone step on the gas so we can go do something? No. Alright. To hell with this. I'm exiting this mode. I'm doing something interesting. Alright, now. Survival map. What? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay. I clicked on this thing. Robot Santa? Okay, alright. This demands explanation. Right now. Don't you do this to me, game. I clicked on a map called Santa's Lair, and I thought that was the name of the player that created it, because I just couldn't believe that an actual map, an Orion Prelude, yes, Prelude, my god, could actually be called Santa's Lair. And yet here we stand, in a flaming winter wonderland of hell. Objective, over yonder. There is a robot Santa. Look at that, on the right. If my face cam is in the way, I will get it out of the way. Robot Santa. He is our target. Back up the objective. Never mind. There he is! I see him! Oh my god! He's like the Futurama Santa Claus! Okay, alright then. Ho ho, ow! Yeah, kinda forgot the button for my jetpack. That is unfortunate. And I just shot Santa Claus. I saw soldiers shooting Santa Claus. Too bad we're not closer to Christmas. This would make for an awesome Christmas special. My god. I hope this map remains, because I will definitely come back to it to get into the Christmas spirit. Die! Oh, yeah, that's me. Wasn't talking about me. Can Can I respawn so that I can try again at killing Robot Santa? I want to destroy more little kitty's dreams. Next player respawning. Next wave. Oh no. Oh no. I do kind of like the cinematic spectator cam. That's kind of a nice touch. Old custom. Whoa! Okay. There are creepy Christmas ghosts. What is this? Oh my god! I do rather like the cel-shaded art style for this. I wouldn't actually mind if the entire game were to update to a similar sort of cel-shaded art style. It works for this game. It even cel-shades the vehicles here that were not cel-shaded by default. I guess that's a map setting for this map. Okay. I actually kind of hope that they do more of this, because as ridiculous as it is, it's kind of cool to look at. Now, the cel shading is incomplete, because looking at that trike, it's only a black outline. It doesn't give any, hi, what's up, buddy, definition to the lines within the silhouette of the dinosaur, or of any other models, it seems. But even still, why do you keep just, like, charging at my camera? Am I alive right now? Do you know where I am because I'm a floaty camera? Okay, alright, hang on. I need to find Santa Claus, because I want to get a close look at this son of a bitch, and I'm only going to do that from the air. Where are you, Santa? You're not dead. You're near the power generator. Somewhere, I think, because that only makes sense. That's our objective. So you would, of course, circle the objective as a means of destroying all of us, and keeping our presents, not letting us have a Christmas. You see what this is? This is how Dino Horde saved Christmas. That's what this is. And now that guy is dead. Come on, Santa, where are you? I really, I need a good look at you. I don't just want it, I need it. I have to know what Robot Santa looks like in this game. Whoop, whoop, there he is! There he is! Come back, Santa. Teammate down! No, you guys are not allowed to die. You guys are not allowed to die, because if you die, my camera's going to reset, and I won't be able to chase down Santa Claus. This is not at all how I planned on spending this episode. Not one little bit! But I have no regrets. None whatsoever. Santa, come back. Santa, come back. You can blame it all on elves. There he comes. There he comes. Come on. Intercept. Intercept. Come on. Why are you flying so high? My god, Santa's gonna throw his elves out to do halo jumps. Come on. Come on. He's got, like, rocket deer. Okay. I can't go any faster. There we go. Come on. Come right toward me. Jeez. Santa's terrifying. There's a sign on the back. I want to know what it says. I have to know. Okay, come on. Come on, come back. His animations, I have to say, are rather jerky and terrible, but fun to look at all the same. I swear, it's like he's climbing just to get away from my camera. Santa is camera shy. He does not want to be seen. Come back, Santa! There we go. He's coming right for me. I'm gonna finally get a good look at him. Santa Claus. Oh, dear God. He really is like the Futurama Santa Claus. You've all been naughty. I think that's what the sign on the back says. And he's throwing explosive presents. Okay, then. Well, that's enough of that. What do you think? I think it's time for something a little bit less insane. Now, let's return to something a bit more familiar. Hello, Michael Bay. How are you doing today? Respawning. Next wave. I really wish that the game didn't do this. This is a holdover from Dino Horde that I'm not fond of. Joining a server when there is an open slot should allow me to actually start participating. Not just jump in at the next wave, because it means I'm joining a server expecting to start playing a game, and yet I've got to wait. Sometimes for several minutes. I've waited 15 minutes or more sometimes before I can join. Because, especially on conquest maps, the time can be just huge. And I thought I was annoyed with the drop-in loading in Payday 2 when it forces the game to pause and force everyone else to wait while someone connects, but this is even more annoying. because I've got nothing left to do except spectate. But once again, the spectator cam here is rather nice in its cinematic boxing. Are you just gonna stand here and do nothing? Because that looks like what you're doing. No, you're typing something. Alright. One more map! And as I wait for this one to load, I do want to note one thing. Oh, connection lost. And yet the place looks so inviting! The server was called Hell, and as I've learned from Santa's Lair, that should probably have been taken rather literally, considering wow that background. Okay, stand by. I'll return to what I was saying in a moment. Now then, I've reconnected to the server, and it did not disconnect me this time, although once again I do have to wait. And as I mentioned before, one last thing to note about the game's update from Dino Horde to Prelude is the fact that while I don't believe it is integrated now, it is planned for sometime in September of 2014 for this game to integrate Steam Workshop functionality. And that I really look forward to, because it seems like they are aiming at supporting user-made maps. I believe they're also going to be releasing a editor so that you may download that and create your own content for this game. I also hope that they take a page out of, say, Dota 2's book and allow players to create their own cosmetic items, upload those to the workshop, and then even take a cut of the proceeds from those cosmetic items themselves. I really, really like that particular use of the workshop. It's always nice when there are free things on the workshop that one doesn't need to pay for to use, the likes of Left 4 Dead and Gmod, but allowing for, at least on an optional basis, players to monetize their custom-created content, and in some cases even use that as a portfolio for entering into more professional modeling careers, is always something I'm, like, I just really, I like that. I'm about that. I was once an art student, and nice hat. That's nice hat. I support that wherever I see it. So I hope that is the direction that this game goes. And if you're wondering why I'm not commenting upon the absolute ridiculousness going on in the background, what can I say? What more need be said about pirate compies attacking power generators in space hell with fire everywhere, a witch hat wearing pumpkin, deep laughing voices in the background, and something about ethereal beasts in the pop-up a moment ago. Just take it or leave it, folks. What you see is what you get, and what you get is madness. Okay, then. Now, again with the creepy laughing, it would be fantastic if I could actually spawn, and therefore participate in this madness. There's another ethereal beast. What the hell is it? I want to know. I have to know. So many of the things in this game are just dread curiosity come to life. Somewhere. Are you the ethereal beast? You're a glowy thing. No, you're just someone's guns. That would be where someone died. Alright then. I have no idea. I've run out of time for this episode. This is not at all how I expected this episode to go. I am glad to see that the frenetic madness that colored a great deal of Dino Horde before is still present in this. Now, that same thing said, the game lacks polish, still, in its at least third iteration, and that is unfortunate to see, given that at one time, this was at least a $15 game. Now, yes, it is a $1 game, and it kind of shows, but at least at $1, I can much more strongly recommend those that are amused by the sense of humor here and by the gameplay when you can get to it of this game to go and get it for $1, because you'll spend more getting a drink this afternoon. So that's Orion Prelude, everybody. I will very likely feature a bit more of this game in a co-op format in the near future. I understand that our moderator Ghost owns this game, and ages ago, when I first bought it, Violeta and I bought it at the same time. So you may expect a little bit more of that, and hopefully, I really hope that as a group with players that can interact with one another, that can coordinate, it'll be both more entertaining and more engaging. So That's Orion Prelude, everybody. I am Mr. Black here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. Billy, we still got dinosaurs to kill. This war. Billy, why are you standing there, Billy? Oh god, no! Where did the raptor come from? And suddenly raptors, Deus Ex Velociraptor.